What's up, Jags?
My name's Gage.
And my name's Nathan.
And this is your
Windsor High School Video Bulletin.
Hi, my name is Cara Dombeck. I am the president of GSA.
And I'm Lorelei Matson. I'm the vice president of GSA.
Lately, we've been noticing a lull in attendance to our club.
This is your reminder that we have meetings every Tuesday at lunch in G116, Miss Bin's room.
This club is a safe space for all, whether you are LGBT, straight, or an ally.
Have a great week, Jags.
Bye.
Mindful Monday will be on April 14th in G116. Wellness Wednesday will be held on the 23rd in the Quad.
Hey Jags! I know we're all getting excited for prom coming up, but there are a few things we need to remember.
Prom will be April 26th at Luther Burbank Center in Santa Rosa from 7 to 11 p.m.
If you're bringing a guest, make sure to stop by the office and pick up a guest contract, or you can find it on the online student store, and make sure to have those turned in by April 16th.
Please be aware of the directions on the top of the contract. The administration from your guest school must email the contract back to the email listed on top of the contract.
Get ready for the bets night.
See you there, Jags!
April 29th will be a Fentanyl Awareness Day. The Wellness Center will be holding an event in the Quad where you can learn about signs of abuse and where to find resources for their own health and the health of their friends and family.
Hey Jags, it's Natalie Valdez, your ASB Jaggy Spirit Advisor. Coming up April 22nd through the 25th is our Once in a Blue Moon Prom Spirit Week. So let's get into these lunatic themes. Tuesday, the 22nd, is Moonlight Morning, so wear your cutest pajamas to school. Wednesday, the 23rd, is Dress as Your Prom Day, and this doesn't just have to be your significant other, but it can also be your friends. Thursday, the 24th, is On Cloud 9, so wear all white or gray or any light colors like that. And Friday, the 25th, is Neon, so wear all of your neon spirit like pinks, yellows, oranges, greens, etc. Friday, we'll have a fun club carnival, and following that will be our nighttime neon prom rally. I hope you guys are excited to dress up for your prom spirit week. Also, on Saturday, April 26th is prom, so I hope you guys all have a blast. Bye, Jags!
Hi, I'm JB Leap, and I'm president of Wasteless Windsor. Wasteless Windsor was started in about 2018 to help with recycling at the town green events like the concerts and to educate people about how to recycle. So why is recycling important? Recycling is important because we put our garbage, which means things that we don't recycle and reuse, into landfills. Landfills are filling up, and we only have a certain amount of space to put things in. Another reason that recycling and composting is important is that anything which is compostable that we put in a landfill eventually forms methane. And methane is 80 times more damaging to the environment and to greenhouse gases than carbon dioxide. Now, we don't like carbon dioxide, okay, but methane is much worse. A really important part of what Wasteless Windsor does is volunteers. Now, volunteers come and help us set up the tents, put signs on the trash bins, and then answer questions for people who are coming to the concerts. Another part is to actually sort the trash. So we take recyclable things like cans and bottles and put them in the recycle bin, and other things like hot dogs and plates and put them into the green bins. And when people see these sorted correctly, they learn how to do it themselves well. So you're probably asking, how can you volunteer? Well, we have a website, wastelesswindsor.com, and you can go to the website. It'll tell you the story about Wasteless Windsor, and then also there's a button that says volunteer. When you click on that button, it will take you to our volunteer sign-up site where you can pick what time you would like to come, any of the concerts during the summer. So, thank you for listening. I hope to see you this summer. Please volunteer and join us at Wasteless Windsor.
Seniors planning on attending the SRJC after graduation, if you need help with applications, orientations, or scheduling an education plan, come to the Counseling Center at lunch during Tuesday. SRJC staff will be there to answer questions and help you when you register or later this month.
Yo, first ever senior awards thing. I have no idea what's going on. Hey, Harrison, you got any idea about what's gonna happen today?
Should be crazy.
You know how many mistakes we're making? Zero.
All right, let's go.
Oh my goodness. Oh, oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay.
Hey Jags, on Monday, April 14th, there is 3 events. The first event is the golf team is away at Ukiah with early release at 1 p.m. JV girls lacrosse is away at Sonoma Valley with early release at 1 p.m. Varsity girls lacrosse also aways Sonoma Valley starting at 5 p.m. On April 15th, Tuesday, there are 5 events. Every Tuesday, the esports team streams on Twitch. JV softball is away at Rancho Cotati with early release at 2 p.m. Varsity softball is home against Rancho Cotati with the early release of 1 p.m. Tennis team is home against Annalee with the early release at 2:30. Track team is home against Montgomery with the early release at 2:10. Boys volleyball at home against Annalee starting at 5:30. On Wednesday, April 16th, there are 4 events. JV and varsity baseball at home against Ukiah with the early release at 2 p.m. Boys lacrosse away at Casa Grande starting at 7 p.m. JV softball is home against Rancho Cotati, early release starting at 2:30. Swim team is home against Rancho Cotati with early release starting at 2:30. On Thursday, April 17th, there are 5 events. Badminton at home against RUP starting at 4:30. Boys lacrosse away against Sonoma Academy starting at 7 p.m. JV and varsity softball home against Korea with early release of 2:30. Boys volleyball is away against American Canyon with early release at 2 p.m. On April 18th, Friday, we have 2 events. JV and varsity baseball away against Ukiah with early release at 3:15. Swim team is away against Annalee with the early release at 2. On Saturday, April 19th, we have 2 events. Freshman baseball away at Casa Grande starting at 11 a.m. The track team is competing at the Viking Track Classic at Montgomery High School. That's all for this week. Bye, Jags.
Thanks for watching.
See you next time.
Bye.